looking at this a little bit further, I can see that if I go back to my as-built plan here, choose my floor plan, and this is dialed in, right? This has got beds and furniture and roofing and all that stuff. Yeah. And I can send it to layout, of course, same page. Yeah, I don't care. I don't know what that means. And I can set it up, you know, with all the black stuff on it. So your as-built, nobody's confused by what the as-built might be with that, with those gray.
Oh, good.
Oh, sorry, my wife thinks I'm talking to her as I'm doing this recording, so that's pretty fun. So anyway, so here's your as-built here in the layout, right? With all the black stuff, all the stuff that you like. But now you can do this using the as-built as a reference. And in this case, you probably wouldn't want or wouldn't need the dimensions on that one, right? So this is these are plan views up here. Everybody kind of knows that. On this plan view here, you wouldn't need, see it's got this, and then there's that, you wouldn't need the dimensions necessarily on that view, but you could add anything you want. So when you got to layout this reference plan, so this is probably how we would set this up, right? We'd have our as-built plan. Usually it goes page by page for us, depending on the size of the job, right? Our as-built will be on one page with probably elevations here, and that's the beauty of this too. You can show the new elevations up against the old elevations. Check Rene's, I don't know how you say your name, Rene or Rene. Check his video out. He shows a lot of how that can be done, and you can see, I'm not sure how this would be done, honestly. Here's an elevation, this rear elevation. How would we... So it's going to show, in this case, it's only showing that new room addition with its little bonehead hip roof on it, right? But somehow from here, this elevation can also show the as-built, okay, and elevation set and a glass house reference. Let's see what that does. Okay, there's the rest of the house in glass house beyond there as a reference. So now I'm not sure, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't use, I don't know how I would do this. I would trick this out somehow. I'm not sure what's standard. I would set up a layer set that showed this probably all grayed out and stuff, because this is exactly the opposite that we would do. You know, we would show the proposed plans in much more detail than the as-built. But somebody just set this up. I think Rene just did this, where you can show this here on this reference. And elevation set, you can define, it takes some time. For me, it'll take some time. There's only two, glass house and standard. But there's a way to define all of that stuff. Reference rendering. That's not going to be it. There's a way to define this layer set here. Oh, it must be here, yeah. So you can start turning off colors and stuff. You can, let's just select them all, and let's make it all that color there and see what that does. Well, again, I'm not really sharpest tool in the shed here, you guys. There's a way to do it, though. There's a way to grade this all out. I saw it. I don't know how. Those are the questions, I think. Here's my elevation set. I'm defining what's being showed, what's being displayed on this elevation set. And I never did really set this up all that great, so it's probably why it's kind of showing like it is. I don't know. There's a way to do this, to set this elevation. Well, I don't need to use the elevation set. I can set up a whole nother set. Don't know how to do it. But there's another benefit to this, is that you can reference your elevations too. So there's the house, there's the existing house, and here's the new. And like I say, I would have it set up exactly the opposite. But that's another way to do this, perhaps. I can't figure